Belatedly, Pemberton heeded Johnston's urgings and took action, leaving around 10,000 troops within Vicksburg's defenses and venture now with 23,000 men. On May 16th, they collided with Grant's forces at Champions Hill. Midway between Vicksburg and Jackson, Pemberton held the high ground, and Sherman's corps had not yet arrived from Jackson, but Grant had 32,000 men at hand and hoped to crush his opponent and take Vicksburg in a rush. As Federals approached Pemberton's forces on the ridge and came under fire, Samuel Byers of the 5th Iowa saw Grant leaning complacently against his favorite steed, smoking. As seemed habitual with him, the stump of a cigar, his was the only horse near the line and must naturally have attracted some of the enemy's fire. Byers feared for his commander. What if Grant should be killed and we be defeated here in such a place and at such a time? I'm sure everyone who recognized him wished him away, but there he stood, clear, calm, immovable. U.S. Grant's plan was for the troops under Major General James McPherson, an avid young West Pointer, to attack from the north, while another corps led by Major General John McClernand, a political appointee, advanced from the east and caught Pemberton in a pincer. McClernand was a former Illinois congressman and was Major General John Logan, a division commander in McPherson's corps. McClernand had risen higher by exploiting his ties to President Lincoln, but Logan was superior in ability and loomed larger in this battle. After gaining ground early on, McPherson's Federals were stunned by a counterattack mounted by John Bowen, who had distinguished himself at Port Gibson. Grant threw in reinforcements, including Byers' 5th Iowa, to regain the initiative. As they advanced, Byers recalled. They passed retreating Federals, holding up their bleeding and mangled hands to show us that they had not been cowards. Some of them were laughing, a common reaction under the stress of battle, and yelled at the reinforcements, "Wade in and give them hell." Logan, meanwhile, stepped up pressure on the Confederates by launching his troops against Bowen's flank with words that were forcible, inspiring, and savored a little of brimstone, as a listener put it. When one regiment took heavy casualties and began to retreat, Logan whipped it back into line. "General, the rebels are awful thick up there," an officer objected, to which Logan replied vehemently, "Damn it, that's the place to kill them, where they are thick." Ultimately, Bowen's hard-fighting Confederates gave way. U.S. Grant nearly trapped Pemberton's forces, but McClernand unaccountably failed to advance, and most of the rebels got away, retreating across the Big Black River toward Vicksburg that evening. Had McClernand come up with reasonable promptness, U.S. Grant wrote, "I do not see how Pemberton could have escaped with an organized force." As it was, Grant's victory at Champions take Vicksburg by storm. What? As it was, Grant's victory at Champions take Vicksburg by storm. Took Vicksburg. I don't know what the hell they're saying. But that's May 16th, 1863.